Hi, my name is Azure, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I use my Akashic Records to ask questions that a lot of us are wondering about. And today we're talking about why does sound healing work? And so I can't wait to hear what they have to say, and I even more can't wait to see how I explain it. Okay, let me check in. So there's so much information flooding in. The first information that is flooding in, they were showing me kind of like sound frequencies, and they were also showing me how the reason that sound works is, first of all, it's extremely ancient, this concept of sound healing. No, maybe not the concept of sound healing, but the fact that sound waves have an effect on our body is something that's always existed. But there's also a very ancient part of this sound being known for its benefits that is of a very ancient remembrance in us. And there were times when it was very well known what was happening and that sound was being used to either clear things from people's energetic space, and or to connect to certain frequencies and or emotions where it was known that that was what was happening. And then there are periods of time in history where we forgot about those things, but still sound and music and instruments have been a very integral part of our existence. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason that we as humans enjoy hearing certain sounds and hearing music and hearing these types of things. It's because it does something to our bodies and to our physical form and to our energy and all of the layers of us in existence. Sound is able to penetrate those things. And so that's one of the first things, is that it's extremely ancient. And then they were also taking me to the concept that, oh, interesting. Hold on. So it turns out this is pretty complex. So we're going to try to just talk about it on a pretty high level. And sometimes they may get a little bit in the weeds, but I want to keep it kind of high level because it's presenting extremely complex. But basically, certain sounds and certain frequencies, they do certain things. And so we'll take maybe a high-pitched sound, for example. Let's say there's a high-pitched sound that's happening, and not only does it's like a tuning. Oh, this is why they have like tuning forks as well. It's like it's tuning you, but it's also moving certain energetic stagnation in your body. And so each frequency, it's interesting because they talk about, you've seen those charts where emotions have frequencies. And what they're saying is that is true on some level. It feels like that chart is kind of an oversimplified version of what is happening, but it is a concept that is true, that different emotions have different frequencies. But the way you use sound is that certain frequencies not only tune you into a specific state or a specific energetic frequency, but then certain sounds, it's almost like the antidote to kind of dissolve stagnation related to a certain emotion or an other energetic frequency, which is interesting. And I don't know if I'm explaining that perfectly, but it's basically like when you have, let's say you have anger stuck in your body somewhere. And so when you're in the presence of sound, specifically a sound that is meant to move anger, and there are frequencies that are specific to this and they match, And some frequencies apparently can do multiple different things and activate and move through multiple different types of emotions or vibrations. But when you are in the presence of this frequency or sound, that is specifically going to move the thing that it is connected to. So in this case, anger. Because this is so complex, what's coming through, I'm trying to make it a little bit more high level. So I'm hoping it's making sense. And so the reason that it works is because we are all energy and we all are vibration and we all are frequency. And it's not that one is better than the other, or one is, because the frequency is higher doesn't mean it's better. It's really important for them to say that. And it's also, there's nothing wrong with having emotions that are lower frequency. So they want to be really, really clear that I'm not having judgment around any of these things. But basically the sound helps kind of tune you, and it helps move and disrupt and shake loose things that have been stuck in your body or are stuck in your body. And so I know on this channel we've talked about like energy clearing and how I do energy clearing in the Akashic Records, and the way that we do it is different than sound. We don't use sound, but it's similar. It's the clearing of stuck energy in the body, and sound just does it because we are energy, we are vibration, we are those frequencies. And so when your body is receiving those frequencies, it's like if you were to imagine a glass of water, and you were to imagine a huge bass speaker next to it. And you know how I'm sure you've seen this image before, and the bass is like boom, 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 and the water is like you can see the water moving, right? That is what happens in our bodies when we feel these sounds. And that is why they work. It's because no matter how we slice it, we are energetic beings, and when our energy is being penetrated by another frequency, it's affected. That's similar to why when you are next to someone with completely frenetic energy, you're like, oh, and it's like kind of wigs you out a little bit, right? It's because your energy is starting to interact with their energy, and it's starting to cause you some unrest, right? This is the same thing. Sound healing works because you're interacting with that energy, you're interacting with that frequency, and it's having an effect on yours. And so let's see if there's anything else they want to say about it. No, they're just basically saying that it doesn't matter if it's instruments or voice or whatever else. It has to do with the pitch and the frequency, the note, if you will, of that voice or instrument or whatever. And it doesn't, I guess what they're saying is it doesn't necessarily matter the delivery method of the sound. It's still going to work, and it's still going to interact with your field. Okay, yeah, that feels complete for now. Yes, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And in the meantime, I hope you're having a great day. Take care.